everyone, so today's video is going to be all about face masks, and the best face mask, not necessarily for your skin type but more for your skin concern, because I definitely believe that you need to kind of treat your skin according to how it's feeling at the time. And you can have oily skin, for example, but that's also dehydrated, and you can also have dry skin that's a little bit congested. It's not just you have one type. And all the face masks I've got here, I'm going to talk you through what they're good for. I'll mention skin types and I'll also tell you about what type of situation. So the first kind of category I'm going to refer to are deep cleansing masks. If your skin's feeling a little bit congested, your pores are a little bit blocked, and you just want something to really get in there, draw out all the impurities and get really clean. So the first one that I've got that I think is a very gentle one. It's one that's probably not the best for really sensitive skin because it is a little bit tingly, but it's very gentle in that the clay kind of doesn't harden, it's not very drying or anything. And it's the Emmy Naturally Kind Spring Clean Deep Cleansing Mask. And it comes out, it looks green when it comes out, it's kind of like a minty green colour, and works really well at just kind of rebalancing your skin, giving your skin a little bit of a deep cleanse. You rinse it off and your skin will just feel really clean and fresh. It's very, very fresh feeling. Then the next one is one that I've mentioned a million times, and it's the Sanctuary Cleanse 5-minute Thermal Detox Mask. This is one of those kind of thermal heating masks, so it does heat up on application and it really does draw out impurities. If you've got kind of blackheads around your nose and just kind of blocked skin around your kind of T-zone, this works amazingly well because it's very warm, so it kind of draws out all the impurities. It's also quite soft clay, it doesn't dry down, it's quite tacky. It's a bluey grey colour, makes you kind of look a bit like a Smurf, but works really, really well, and definitely one that I think everybody should have. And you can always do the kind of multi-mask thing where if you've got a congested T-zone but then dry cheeks, you can put different masks in different areas. I like to do that sometimes, but this is definitely a good T-zone mask. So then I've got two that are a little bit similar. The first one is by Dermalogica. Sorry, my hair's like, you know when it's sort of really big and you're aware of it? Let me stop fiddling with it. I feel like this part here looks really strange. I don't know, I feel like, whatever, doesn't matter. I've done my hair today as well. This is my hair done and it still just looks weird. Let's just ignore it, shall we? This is the Dermalogica Charcoal Rescue Mask. This is a mask that is great if you do have very, very oily skin. Not one for dry skins, I wouldn't say, but it is very deep cleansing. It kind of zaps all the oil out of your skin, and it is one of those that dries down. So it's a kind of good one if you're feeling very oily in the summertime and that kind of thing. And then this one is by Miramaya, and it's the Mud Marvels Mask. Again, one that dries down a little bit, but very, very good. Less harsh than the Dermalogica one. I love this one. When you rinse it off, your skin looks really, really smooth and clean, and you kind of feel like all the pores have been emptied out. A really, really great mask. So that's that for kind of cleansing ones. I'm now going to talk to you about some exfoliating masks, and these basically have different types of AHAs or BHAs in them to exfoliate your skin, to make your skin smoother rather than using a kind of mechanical scrub. I like to kind of alternate between the two. This one is the Banished Pumpkin Enzyme Mask, which looks like this. It's very medicinal packaging. And if I show you what it looks like, it's really funny. It actually just looks like pumpkin. It's really weird. Smells like pumpkin too, but it really does get rid of any dead skin that you've got and just leaves your skin feeling really bright and smooth. A little bit tingly, but I don't mind that, but just kind of be aware. Then another one that is also quite tingly is the Miramaya Skin Brightening Exfoliating Peel. I've actually nearly used this up and it is really, really nice. Again, you put a big thick layer on, lay there for sort of 10 minutes, and it does really tingle away and get rid of any dead skin and makes your skin look really glowy. That's kind of one of the best things I think about these types of masks. They make your skin look really glowing and kind of luminous and healthy. And then the last one is a really inexpensive one, and it's the Superdrug Clearly Youthful Retexturizing Glycolic Peel Off Mask, which looks like this. This is great at, again, just retexturizing your skin. If you've kind of got bumpiness and you just want to kind of restore the smooth feeling to your skin, this works really nicely. It doesn't tingle too much on me, I don't find, but it's so inexpensive you can afford to try it anyway. So that's the exfoliating type of masks. Then I've got two that are kind of moisturising slash rehydrating masks. The first one, if you've just got kind of slightly dehydrated skin and you just need a bit of a boost, is the N-Spa Replenishing Moisture Mask. N-Spa's a brand that you can get in Asda, I believe, and it's just a nice, comfortable moisture mask. If your skin's just feeling a bit dry in the winter, a little bit dehydrated, this will just perk you up. I also think if you have got slightly dehydrated skin, putting a big thick layer of Clarins Beauty Flash Balm on your skin and just leaving it to soak in works a treat. I do that quite often. And then this is the Weleda Iris Moisture Balancing Hydrating Mask. Nearly used this up, but this is really nice. I do have to be careful not to put this on kind of my forehead because it breaks me out. I've got really sensitive skin on my forehead that breaks out easily, but it's a really nice mask if you do have dehydrated skin. Highly recommend that one. And you can just kind of do it when you feel necessary. I usually use a face mask 2 or 3 times a week depending on how my skin's feeling. And then last but not least, I've got some that just generally make your skin look better. So they're just kind of brightening, make everything look better type of masks, which kind of don't necessarily fit in a specific category, but ones that I thought deserved to mention all the same. The first one is the Superdrug Naturally Radiant Brightening Renewal Mask. And again, it's just kind of got glycolic in it and that kind of thing, and it does just perk your skin up and leave a really smooth finish afterwards, but still quite gentle. And then I've also got the Quick Fix Brightening Peel Mask for dull and uneven skin. I don't think this peels off very well, but I generally find that with most peel off masks, but it does just leave your skin looking brighter than it was before you used it and just a little bit perkier. And then one that I really do love and that I will definitely have to buy the full size of at some point is a Balance Me Radiance Mask. This is just a small sample I've had, and I've had it before, and it is a great mask at just brightening up your skin. Just makes your skin look better. It's kind of got small granules in it, but you don't have to necessarily scrub them into your skin. It just does something to your skin that makes your skin look more alive and awake, and it's really lovely. And then one that's very similar to that actually is the Good Things Manuka Honey Radiance Face Mask. This is really, really nice, and again, it just has like a soft white clay in it that kind of gets rid of any just any kind of tired, dull looking skin, makes everything look perkier, and then when you go in and kind of put your moisturiser and serum on or whatever, it just makes everything look a million times nicer. And as I said, you can incorporate them into anything. A lot of the masks today, you know, it's not a case of putting on a face mask and then having to sit there for 20 minutes or whatever. Most of them you can absolutely just pop on for 5 minutes and they'll still have an effect. It works fine while you're just, you know, brushing your teeth or whatever. You don't need to kind of do it in a specific time slot and make it complicated. Just fit it in wherever you feel like it needs to fit in. It works perfectly fine. But I'm a huge advocate of using masks because I think it's good to give your skin a little bit of a boost. You know, all the pollution and everything and just environmental damage that our skin suffers, I think it's good to give it a bit of a pamper a couple of times a week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what your favourite masks are down below in the comments for different issues, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.